If you have ever felt controlled by someone who loved you, listen. I would like to share a personal story about my aunt because maybe you will recognize something in it too. So my aunt was a single lady who loved me really much. She used to take me on the trips and she was really interested into me growing up a good, successful person. And as I grow older, she kind of started to dictate my life, what I should do, how I should act, what I should wear, in which school I should go, and to which people I need to be friends with. It started to feel overwhelming because she was really powerful in her energy and she was powerful with her advice. So I couldn't say no to her. She was calling me very regularly and giving me advices that I wasn't asking her. And I was crying after those calls. I felt desperate because innerly I didn't agree what she was offering me to do. And I wanted to kind of say no. But usually she kind of pushed me into doing things. I was staying quiet. I pushed my feelings inside of me and stayed silent because if I opened my mouth and wanted to say something opposite, then she kind of became angry because her advice was the best one for my future. And I was young and I hadn't built the trust in myself so much, and I didn't wanted to hurt her or start an argument. And actually I didn't trusted my own voice at that time because I knew that she was smart. She was well educated. She succeeded a lot at her work. Her advice was really valued and wanted and cherished at work. So I knew she was really professional person and smart person with very good intentions for me and my life. And only later, as years went by, I started to understand this dynamic of me kind of swallowing my truth and allowing her to dictate. And just now, after many years since she has left, I discovered tools like human design, and I realized that she was a projector type. And this kind of changed my overall image about her as a person, and I really started to look differently at her and at our relationship in general, because projectors are here to guide and to give advices, but only when this advice is asked. And that's why at her job she was really good, because the advice was asked and she gave very smart and intuitive and competent answer to her work issues. But in her daily life with family members, she gave these advices without me asking for that. And that's why she felt really bitter. Almost all the time I felt this deep bitterness in her because I was not following her rules all the time. I was living my life. And I realized that if a projector is giving you advice, it might sound controlling. So that's why I really recommend you to check into the people around you and see what kind of people they are, what type of the human design they are. And you can kind of, for me, it was a relief to know this information because I understood why this bitterness came out of her, because she was giving advices, nobody was listening, and she was bitter. And I was frustrated. I was frustrated as a manifesting generator. And now I just see my aunt as like a person who didn't live her full potential and she was living her false self. Of course, her attitude was not accepted because it was kind of strong and powerful and controlling. But now I understand why. And if I would only knew human design back then I would definitely understood her better. And if she would ask me, I would definitely explain it to her that her strategy of life is to wait for the invitation and then give advices, because her controlling attitude made me doubt my own intuition and my own choices. And I see it also in my clients that these kind-hearted women often give their power away just to keep the peace. And during this all period when I was together with her, like when she was alive, I was kind of learning what is the difference between me agreeing to her and doing what she wants and me listening to my own truth. I really know it now how important it is to listen to my body, and if it's frustrated or if it's kind of feeling that this solution is not for me, then I should act based on my inner feelings. And understanding this energy and all the patterns I was living in earlier would change a lot in me and my life. But of course, it is how it is. And for the future steps in my life, I always come back to my truth. What do I value in this situation when I have to make a choice? So maybe you feel familiar with this, and somebody in your family or your ex-partner was controlling, and knowing his human design would definitely help you to understand him better. It's not like his behavior was okay if you know his human design type, but it just makes you understand more why he was acting like that, and it gives like a little relief, and it's easier to let go because you know that this person was living his false self. It gives you more power to connect with your truth and know your strategy, because this self-trust, when somebody has shaken this so much and for years and years was controlling you how to behave, it takes a lot, but it is possible to rebuild your self-trust. And that's why I have created a program, Unshakable Self-Trust, where I guide kind-hearted spiritual women in rebuilding their self-trust in 6 weeks. In this program, I teach you how you can connect with your inner divine essence, your own truth, using different tools like human design, energetic healing, and transformation and frequency work. We do it individually and also in the group. So please book a clarity call to see if this program is a match for you, so we can have a chat and see if we can work together to rebuild the trust in yourself. So leave a comment below and share how it resonates with you. And here is a video where I interview the client who recently graduated my program. Lots of love, and yeah, share in the comments how you enjoyed this.